Alright, let's play some Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. Really feeling like playing a bunch of roguelikes at the moment, so we're playing Tales of Maj'Eyal, and now getting into Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. I have less experience with this game, but really enjoying it for the last couple weeks. So let's actually give it a try. Alright, bunch of characters to choose from. I'm going to start with a Hill Orc, because they're sort of an easier race to get a hang of. They're not really into spellcasting too much. Sometimes offensive magic, but I tend to use them as melee characters. So let's go with the fighter, which will start with a shield. Your species. So Hill Orc determines your aptitudes for certain skills. This background really just determines your starting equipment as far as I can tell. Let's start with the War Axe because our aptitude is the highest. +3 means we're going to level up the skill really quickly as we use it. Here's our little character. Let's get a bit more information on ourselves here. Yeah, so we don't have any resistance to anything. Any description. We start with a War Axe, a Kite Shield, and Scale Mail, so we're pretty defensive. Kind of a tank build, it sounds like. That's what I'm going to be going for. Let's see our skills here and make sure that they're focused in the right areas. Fighting gives us hit points, increases our accuracy, I believe, but not as much as our actual axe's skill. So let's focus on that. Armor and shields are also important because they'll reduce the penalty for equipping these items as the skill levels up. And give us additional armor and stuff too, which is pretty cool. So let's stick to that. As a Hill Orc, the early game seems to be less dangerous, but the first few dungeon levels are by far the hardest, from what I can tell. So we'll see. Could die in a few seconds. Who knows? Ambushed by a tough enemy, and that's the end of the run. But that's part of the fun. That's why I enjoy roguelike so much, especially this one, because the stakes are pretty high, and the game is difficult. What is this? Just a statue? Granite statue. Okay, and we have a staircase leading down to the next dungeon level. Won't go there yet because I'd like to get as much experience as possible. I could auto-explore, but I enjoy exploring manually a little bit. Less chance of getting into trouble. There's a lot of the ways to die in this game are your own fault as the player. Sometimes you can fall through sort of a hole in the floor and descend into deeper dungeons that are more difficult. But generally, it's either overconfidence or not paying attention and get you killed. Let's take it slow. Okay, initial Hub Goblin's pretty tough. Don't think you have a wand though, so we should be okay. You're not going to be casting any spells at us. Just Tota Define. This is a dagger, right? Yeah, not really our jam. Maybe a future character, who knows? Do you have a shop here? Don't have any money to spend, but do you have any interesting items? A bunch of scrolls. Could be useful. Purchasing these allows us to identify the scrolls too. So if we picked up any of the same type throughout our dungeon levels, they'll be identified in our inventory. But don't have any money now. Endoplasm can freeze, which does do a lot of damage. So let's actually lure him away. Where'd you go? Did you lose track of us? Oh, you're stuck on the statue. Alright. And we have a Staff of Cold. I think this is more for wizards, right? Skill and evocations and ice magic. Actually, that reminds me. Let's take a look at our complete skill list here. We definitely have higher aptitudes in fighting skills, and a bunch of weapon skills, but not so much in the spellcasting department. Yeah, -3 spellcasting is really bad. Evocations 0, not the end of the world. Invocation +3, it's really nice. And yeah, really fire magic is the only thing. A bunch of negatives, and yeah, 0 is not the end of the world either. But I don't think we're going to be much of a spellcaster. Here's a kobold with a whip. Yeah, okay, can't really hit for much damage. You do have stones, which you'll try to throw at me, but should be able to deal with you without a problem. Let's actually pick up the stones. They can be useful to throw at enemies. Here is a shaft, which means we will fall down into deeper dungeons. Don't want to do that. Very scary. I think in the first few levels at least, they seem to be automatically revealed. Used to be hidden. Which is nice because it can be incredibly scary and can just end your run. And not really feel very fair either. Alright, Kobolds. That did a surprising amount of damage. That's a spell book. Don't think it's going to be useful to us. Just for fun here. Oh, we are rather mundane. Yeah, we have a 100% failure rate on all these spells because our spellcasting is so terrible. Don't know if we're ever going to actually do that. Who knows, maybe a few spells. We'll see. Staircase downwards again. Let's auto-explore. Yeah, right, this location here. That seems to be pretty much it. Yeah, it looks like we're almost done exploring. Spear is a pretty good weapon. As a pole arm, it would allow us to attack from 2 tiles away instead of just the 1. So that's an interesting weapon. Not going to use it right now. We find a better version of it, maybe. But we'll see. We're done exploring. Alright, so let's actually go to a staircase. Before we do that, do we have any duplicate scrolls? We don't have any scrolls at all. Okay, never mind. Let's take a peek down here. Adder. That's very scary because they can poison. They can bite for up to 5 damage and then cause poison if any damage is dealt, which is pretty scary. So let's actually go up and run away to a different staircase. That's an escape hatch, I believe, so let's not go there, because we won't be able to climb back up out of it. Let's check out our last staircase, just to make sure we know how to escape from trouble. Alright. Patch of green. What is this yellow here? Okay, let's just be a different kind of grass maybe. There's a bat here. Come back here, little bat. There we go. Very pesky little enemies. Super fast, don't do much damage. Does the goblin have any friends? Does not. Shouldn't be a problem. Alright. So far so good. Yeah, first few levels are by far the scariest I've found. Alright, the worm can do a lot of damage here, 12 damage. But they are very slow. So let's let the worm come to us and attack. There we go, no problem. We're a pretty strong character to start out. Which is good, encouraging. Alright, let's auto-explore a little bit. Find some gold. That's ringmail, I believe. Not interested in picking it up because it's worse than the armor we're currently equipped with. But not going to say no to better armor if we do find it. +4 hunting sling. That's actually pretty nice. If we pick up any bullets, or sling bullets, we might actually make use of that. We have a purple potion. The names of potions and scrolls when they're unidentified are random, so we really have no idea what they are. Unless we buy a potion or use one. Which can be super dangerous. Alright, let's actually lure this adder away from the group here. Ooh, poisoned us right away. That's very scary. Let's increase our strength because we reached level 3. Let's actually heal up a little bit. Ouch. Start throwing stuff at me. How dare you? Okay. Let's rest up and heal. Okay, a bunch of items over here. Stones? Yeah, let's pick those up. Any other enemies around here? Thought there was another snake? No, it was just the one snake. Let's pick up the poison darts and make sure that they're the ones we can throw at enemies. Staff of Fire, that's also for mages. Yeah. Really cool. But not really for our character so far. Let's pick up those arrows just in case we find a bow. So this is a good spear. Oh, it's just a normal spear. Yeah, never mind. Really hoping we get some armor or some boots or a ring or something. Oh, this is a Dispersal Trap. Okay. Annoying because it teleports everything in within your line of sight to random locations, I think, which can be a bit disorienting. It can actually put you in a more difficult situation than you were initially. Is there anything more on this floor? No, we're done exploring. Before we peek down the staircase, do we have any scrolls to read? We don't have any, additional copies, so let's not bother with that. Peek down the staircase, there's a giant worm! Let's bring it up the staircase and attack it. Let's go to the next staircase over here. Peek down, whoa! Pack of orcs. That's scary too. Let's bring the snake back up. And now let's go to our final staircase over here. Go down? Okay, this one is pretty safe. Double adders, well that's not fun. Can we deal with 2 of these? Let's actually retreat. Let's bring one up the staircase with us. Okay, I was... I thought that was the end of our character there for a minute. See what I mean? Adders can be extremely dangerous early on. Sometimes retreating up a staircase is the best thing. No shame in retreating from trouble. Let's do it with that goblin. That bat is really annoying. There we go. Cure tip darts. I think those cause asphyxiation and poison. Pretty good. Yeah, let's pick up the book. Oh, we already had that book. Okay. Endoplasm, not a big deal. Let's actually retreat up here. In case there are any friends. Oh, Atropa tip darts. I don't know what those are. What do you do? Cause blindness and confusion. Okay, that's really cool. Super useful. Alright, so I'll explore some more. Another bat. Alright, level 4. Boca, not a big deal. Ball pythons can do a surprising amount of damage because they constrict you. Let's actually see if there are more orcs. There are. I think as long as they attack us one at a time, we should be okay. You have a nice war axe here, do you? Hand axe of flaming. That's actually really tempting. Our war axe is really good. But additional fire damage is actually pretty cool. What's really interesting is, as it's mentioned in the description here, it's a staple armament for Hydra hunters, because normally if you're wielding a blade or an axe and you attack a Hydra, you'll just cut the head off and then more heads will spawn, which will increase its damage output. But if it's flaming, you cauterize the wound. You cauterize the wound by attacking the head, so the heads don't grow back. This is actually a super useful weapon. I think I'll wield it. Yeah, it's not as good base damage as our war axe, but the additional fire damage I think should make up for it. Let's actually drop the war axe. There we go. It's taking up a useless spot in our inventory, and we have limited slots. Was it 52? Yeah. Doesn't matter so much now, but it will later. Gotta be selective. At least a little bit. A scroll, yay! Explore a little bit over here. There is a kobold coming into view. Let's... Dagger of speed. Tempting, but not for this character, I don't think. Explore this way. Alright. Let's auto-explore some more. Found some staircases leading down. I think those were the orcs from earlier that we encountered, so we're fine. What are you? A whip, I think, yeah. Not interesting. Found an escape route. It's nice. And we're done exploring, cool. Alright, let's actually, go to that staircase before we go down. I did not want to read that scroll. But knowing what scrolls of identifier, which that scroll was actually super useful. Although I could have used it on a potion, which I wasn't able to do. Oh! Let's not abort the scroll. So we can still use it. Okay, I was worried I'd wasted the charge of it, but let's actually identify the purple potion. Potion of Brilliance. I think that's for mages, right? Increases spell power and halves their magic cost. Okay, not bad. We don't have any spells that we can use effectively, but that's okay. Let's actually peek down the staircase. Hiss of flowing sand. Don't know what that means. Oh, there's an entrance to an ossuary on this level. Hurry and find it before the portal is buried. I think that's a pretty dangerous optional level here. Sparkling Altar of Nemalex. Okay. Encountered our first god altar here. I don't remember what you do. Are you the god of money? Oh, you're gambling, I guess. Let's see what your bonuses are. Oh, Trickster God, okay. You can draw from decks of power. Sounds really interesting, but don't think we're gonna do that. Thanks for the gold, though. I really appreciate all that money. Shiny gold. There's another orc here. Let's actually retreat back towards the staircase. In case there are any of his buddies. Vorpal hand axe. I think Vorpal is just it's a percentage chance to inflict extra damage. I think our flaming axe is actually better. A bunch of goblins, that's not a big deal. What are you? Phaetopus, are you dangerous? No, not really. Okay. Another Hub Goblin, that's fine. Let's take it slow and carefully. Very distant avalanche of sand, that's fine. I don't think we're going to go to the ossuary right now. I don't quite feel comfortable with that. Okay, so normally orc wizards and priests are super dangerous. But as an orc ourselves, we can actually convert to their god. Like so. Which gives us powers to smite our foes, and we can gain orcish followers, recall them. Walking on water, I'm not sure how useful that is. Give items to them, and we can revive them. So we can have a bunch of orc friends. Let's do that. Now, some of them are our friends. Super useful. Yeah, attack the adder, excellent. Good, good. Ah, they're attacking their friendly orcs here. Good, okay. Join me, and together we will conquer the dungeon. Okay, excellent. Now they're our friends, I think. Yeah, peaceful and wandering, okay. They will no longer attack us. How many items yet? Oh, chainmail is actually really good. What is this? Glowing ringmail. Ringmail of fire resistance. Eh. I will pick up the chainmail. That's a substantial upgrade on our current armor. Let's put it on here. Because it increases our AC by 3. I think. Let's actually double check here. Oh, right, it's still in our inventory. Oops, oops, oops. Where is it? Scale mail. Oh, decrease AC by 2. Okay. I mean, it's still better. Let's actually drop the scale mail. That's the wrong button. Scale mail, there we go. Curious about this. AC would decrease significantly. But it's fire protection, which I don't actually know if that's worth it. Let me know in the comments if you got more experience with this game and you know for sure if it's actually a good, if it's better than the chainmail that we currently have. Did I accidentally pick up a sword? I did. Let's drop that. Okay, staircase downwards. And that is a hound. 6 damage is not too bad, but don't want to be overwhelmed, so we'll take it easy. Alright, level 5, that means our strength will increase substantially. Can deal with the Hub Goblin, no problem. What is this? Crystal Wall, okay. Ooh, Ogre. Okay, that's actually really scary. Because they deal a bunch, 17 damage plus their club. Yeah, that's very, very scary. But are they slow? Attack very slowly. Okay, let's actually run away. Go up the stairs here. And pick a different staircase. And go down. Yeah, I do not want to be anywhere near that ogre. At least not now. Maybe on the next level. We'll come back. Deal with it later, but there's no harm in leaving a dangerous enemy on the dungeon and continuing. And only coming back later. Don't really want to auto-explore because it might just walk us right back towards that ogre. Okay, it's looking like that's pretty much it. Unfortunately, the ogre's blocking some of that, but... Oh! Okay, the ogre's right next to us. Let's see if we can take it on. Actually drink our Potion of Might, which I think we have. Yeah. How do we drink? There we go. Potion of Might. Cool. Feel very mighty. Alright, nice. Reach level 6, let's increase our strength some more. And there is a giant club, which is pretty good weapon. Does a whole bunch of damage, but has really poor accuracy. I think I really like having a shield. So we're gonna stick with that, I think. Is there anything we can auto-explore? Okay. That's fine. Yeah, I know. That's a kite shield. Exactly the same shield as what we have, so never mind. Phantom. What's your deal? Okay, very evasive. Hit for up to 10 damage. That's annoying. Glowing ring. What are you? What's your deal? Ring of fire. Okay. Let's actually check that out. Fire resistance, but corrosion. Wait, no, C's not corrosion. Let's actually equip it. Not wield. Where? No? Oh, put on. Right. Ring of fire. Okay, so what does that do to our character? Oh, cold resistance. Right, okay, that actually makes a lot of sense. We have fire resistance now. I think we can take on this phantom. Yeah, he's going to blink us over here. No big deal. Since we've explored most of the dungeon, it's not so bad. An adder. Shouldn't be a problem anymore. Oh, hey. That seems like a really good ring. We'll check that out once we've dealt with these enemies here. Poison, that's fine. Ooh. White Imp. That did a lot of damage, a lot more than I was expecting. Oh, because you can throw frost, and we're not actually resistant. We've got lower cold resistance, okay. How do we deal with this? I think maybe equipping the ring we just found might help. Because it does give us, counteracts the cold resistance penalty. Don't want to just start randomly drinking potions. How fast are you? Susceptible to fire. Well, we do have a fire axe. That's really good. It's not actually very fast. I think we can take this on. Okay. Okay. I was really scared we were going to die there, but really happy we have our fire axe right here. Chainmail. Exactly what we have, isn't it? Yeah, okay. So it's not a big deal. Another ring of fire. We already have one, so What's the point? Unless they're identical. Are they identical? Are they different? Yeah, I really don't think that's worth it. What are you? Stonewall? Hub Goblin zombie. Oh, that's actually not a big deal. They're gonna be. I have a feeling there's gonna be a really tough enemy in here and we're gonna die. But sure. Kobold zombie, what's your deal? Nothing. Mummy. 20 damage. But it's susceptible to fire. Okay, it's very slow. So we can run away. Ow. Okay. Not too bad. Really happy we have the fire axe. That's like... a lot of the enemies we've been encountering have been susceptible to fire, so super glad we actually have this hand axe of flaming. Alright, pick up those stones, auto-explore a little bit. Ancient altar of Kikubak, something something. What do you do? What's your deal? We're probably not going to join this because we already have a god. Terrible demon god. Okay, we got cadavers. Oh, necromancy. Okay, nice. Keep that in mind for our next necromancer character. Want to explore a bit more? Another staircase. Okay, here we go. Bunch of enemies. Where are you? Bolts? Sure. Hub Goblin, not a big deal. How did we get in there? Curious what's in here. Probably nothing. Rapier. Interesting weapon. Really accurate. Good base damage. Good for stabbing helpless or unaware enemies. Yeah, not really for our character. But cool weapon nonetheless. And we're done exploring. Do we have any duplicate scrolls, I wonder, before we proceed down to the next level here? We still don't. I'm really surprised how few scrolls we're getting this game. In my experience, we've gotten a lot more in previous playthroughs. That's fine. Not the end of the world. I think I'm going to put a cut in here, but thanks very much for joining me for some Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup, and see you again soon.